Francis Ngannou, the true king comeback. Francis Xavier Ngannou, born 5 September 1986, is a Cameroonian mixed martial artist. He currently competes in the heavyweight division for the Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC, where he is reigning UFC Heavyweight Champion. As of November 2, 2021, he is number 4 in the UFC's men's pound-for-pound rankings. So, why do people call him a king without a throne? What is the driving force that makes Francis Ngannou able to win so continuously? Why was he absent for so long? What to look forward to in this title fight on January 22, 2022? Let's find out. The Predator's childhood and his successful journey. Francis Ngannou, the Predator, called by many fans, was born on May 5, 1986, to Cameroonian father and mother in Bedi, Cameroon. He came to this world as the third of 5 children born of the union between his parents. Like every little baby, he loved spending time with his parents. Back then, his father had a terrible reputation for street fights. Sadly, his actions caused a lot of trouble for young Francis, who had to endure all the ridicule people made for his father. In 2008, the talented boxer took a bold step to realize his dream. He sold his motorbike to sign up for a boxing gym. As if the universe was in a duel against his success, Ngannou became seriously ill and was unable to continue training after a year. At the age of 26, he left his country to move to Europe through illegal migration. During his journey, Ngannou encountered many obstacles and had a series of near-death experiences. However, he didn't give up his duty until he arrived in France. Although Ngannou wanted to pursue a career in boxing because he idolized Mike Tyson, his new friend convinced him to try MMA. So he slept and worked out in the free gym. In September 2013, the Predator started his MMA career. Back then, he competed in regional tournaments and in France, where he has already made a name for himself. Ngannou made his UFC debut against fellow newcomer Luis Enrique on December 19, 2015, at UFC on Fox 17. In the first 6 matches in the UFC, Predator showed its instincts, knocking out every opponent in no more than 2 rounds. Many of Francis's knockout phases have gone down in the history of the sport. After that, Ngannou signed with the UFC and debuted against Luis Enrique in September 2015. Surprisingly, he won the second match by knockout. Joining the UFC since 2015, Ngannou took only 13 fights to pocket 10 wins by knockout, surpassing Cain Velasquez's old record, 14 fights. In terms of efficiency, Ngannou is far superior to his predecessor when it only takes 186 effective hits to knock out 10 of his opponents. Meanwhile, Velasquez needed 483 hits. Joining the UFC, Ngannou quickly showed his ability with a streak of 6 consecutive victories. The 35-year-old boxer's impressive form was stopped by 2 consecutive defeats to Stipe Miocic and Derek Lewis. However, Ngannou quickly returned, defeating 5 opponents by knockout. In UFC history, Ngannou is the only person to have a streak of 5 or more wins twice. Ngannou has been awarded the title of Performance of the Night 6 times after his beautiful victories. At the UFC heavyweight at the moment, only Stipe Miocic owns this achievement. Besides the above remarkable numbers, Ngannou also shows that he is consistently improving. Ngannou took 21 minutes, 41 seconds for the first 5 knockout victories at UFC. However, in the last 5 matches, the time was shortened to only 8 minutes, 34 seconds. With techniques and experiences developed step by step, plus special strength and body attacks, Francis Ngannou is considered one of the strongest martial artists in the world. Will Francis Ngannou leave the UFC? This past March, the Predator dethroned Stipe Miocic to become the new king of heavyweight. In the summer, at the time when Ngannou was about to return, UFC suddenly pushed the champion out, holding a temporary title match with the victory belonging to Ciryl Gane. A few days ago, President Dana White participated in an interview with ESPN's broadcast partner. Here, the tycoon spoke about a series of topics of interest to the martial arts village. One of these is a story involving heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou. When asked about Ngannou's contract, White showed no interest in holding back, saying that he would respect Ngannou's decision to go or stay. The above move of the UFC, of course, made Ngannou not happy, but the fighter from Cameroon was forced to swallow sweet soap. Next month, Ngannou will compete with Gane in the main fight of UFC 270. According to the announcement, this is the last fight on Ngannou's contract. The above competition is over. What if Ngannou and UFC can't find a common voice? That depends on the outcome orientation of the match. Francis Ngannou and Ciryl Gane. In the main fight at the UFC 270 event in January 2022, Francis Ngannou will compete for the heavyweight title with Ciryl Gane. At this time, Gane owns a record of 10 wins and is technically highly appreciated. However, Ngannou thinks that Gane's undefeated doesn't say much. In a recent interview, Gane affirmed that he was able to control the power of fight like the champion. Ngannou claims to know the opponent's plan in advance and will have a way to counter it. Invincible doesn't mean anything. To me, undefeated means you're inexperienced because you haven't had the full experience. Losing helps you learn more, and if you haven't experienced the feeling, that feeling, you'll be flawed. I've faced undefeated names in the past. It's not the first time, and I know what to do, Ngannou said in an interview. The next fight is Ngannou's last fight in the UFC contract. If you win and keep the title, the contract between Ngannou and UFC will automatically renew. Otherwise, Ngannou will become a freestyler. The champion vowed to not let this become pressure. I won't let outside things affect me, that's for sure. Finally, Francis Ngannou also had many good words for his opponent. You cannot deny his talent. He is a kind, talented person. He's a good candidate. He is a good competitor. I am the Predator. I am the champion. It was pretty good match that what I can assure everyone is that they will see a great match, possibly ending with an interesting knockout. That's all the information we have for today. If you like what my team and I are doing and would like to help assist us with what we do directly, you can become a patron through our Patreon link in the description below. Don't forget to share your ideas in the comments below so we know where to improve upon them. Everyone's support will be the motivation for us to create more quality content. Otherwise, thumbs up if you already enjoyed today's episode. Subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to hit the bell so you never miss out on future episodes.